Head-to-head, Jaguar F-Type R Dynamic vs Porsche 718 Cayman. When Jaguar was developing the original F-Type, the brand targeted space between Porsche's Boxster convertible and the iconic 911 sports car as the sweet spot for its first modern sports car. Today, that space is occupied by Porsche's 718 Cayman GTS Coupe, a model bridging the gap between docile entry-level models and the larger, faster 911. Updated for 2017, the F-Type now offers coupe and convertible body styles, a choice of 4, 6 and 8-cylinder engines, the option of rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive traction, and manual or automatic transmissions. Value. Jaguar, opinions differ on the subject, but I've always been of the view that the Goldilocks model within Jaguar sports car range is the rear-drive V6 variant as opposed to heavier alternatives with V8 engines or all-wheel drive. So that's what we have here, the mid-range F-Type R Dynamic Coupe priced from $161,512 with two-wheel drive and an 8-speed automatic transmission. Jaguar's new R Dynamic trim features multi-mode adaptive suspension, a mechanical limited slip differential with torque vectoring, an active sports exhaust, LED headlights, 20-inch alloy wheels and more. There is extensive scope for personalization and all-wheel drive is a $15,800 option you won't find on the Porsche, but you don't need it in Australia. Porsche, the GTS treatment often represents the sweet spot in the Porsche lineup, bridging the gap between everyday S models and hardcore GT variants such as the 911 GT3 and Cayman GT4. In this case, the $180,890 Cayman GTS gets black head and tail lamps, a revised front bumper, larger rear diffuser, black exhaust pipes and more. Riding on lower, firmer suspension than the regular Cayman, the GTS also gets black 20-inch wheels and a reworked turbocharger kicking out a little more power than the standard Cayman S. Porsche's yellow press demonstrator is loaded with optional extras including premium seats with a wider range of adjustment than the Cayman, Alcantara trim for the seats and steering wheel, a Bose stereo and other touches that push its price toward the $200,000 mark. Both cars offer 3-year warranties. Winner, Jaguar. Inside. Jaguar, larger than its German opposition, the F-Type features a cozy cockpit home to sports seats with 6-way electric adjustment trimmed in leather and Alcantara-like suede cloth as standard, with heavily bolstered performance seats in option. The Jag's driving position is comfortable yet purposeful, able to accommodate a wide range of drivers. Storage space is somewhat limited in the F-Type, which officially offers 310 liters of room with the parcel tray in place, though you will struggle to pop a decent-sized suitcase in there. An 8.0-inch infotainment screen in the center of the dashboard brings Jaguar's suite of in-control apps including Apple CarPlay and the availability of Rerun, which can overlay data with footage recorded using GoPro cameras allowing track day junkies to relive their finest moments. Porsche, similarly, Porsche offers a track precision app allowing you to record data for later review on your smartphone. The Cayman's midship engine layout brings much more practical storage, a 150-liter space up front capable of swallowing mid-sized suitcases, and an extra 275 liters in a rear space ideal for soft bags. Porsche's cabin feels more focused than the Jag, with beautiful metal shift paddles in place of the F-Type's plastic units, more supportive seats and a classy central infotainment system augmented by a clever full-color digital dashboard element nestled next to the Speedo and Tacho. Winner, Porsche. Under the bonnet. Jaguar, this mid-range F-Type is powered by a supercharged 3.0-liter V6 which uses a claimed 8.6 liters/100 kilometers to produce 280 kilowatts and 460 Nm outputs. Smooth and flexible, the V6 needs a little time to deliver its best, with peak torque arriving once you have 3,500 revolutions per minute up on the Tacho. 6-speed manual models are hard to find in Australia, where the vast majority of customers prefer to run with Jaguar's 8-speed torque converter auto. Smooth and inoffensive around town, the transmission sharpens up to match the suspension in dynamic mode, though it often feels like a gearbox intended for luxury cars as opposed to performance heroes. Jaguar says the combination is good for 0 to 100 km/h in 4.9 seconds and a top speed of 275 km/h, which isn't outrageously quick these days. Porsche, the Cayman GTS is significantly faster, nailing the sprint to the highway speed limit in 4.1 seconds before topping out at 290 km/h. Part of that is down to its power delivery. Although the 269 kilowatts and 430 Nm peak served up by Porsche's 2.5-liter four-cylinder turbo engine lag behind the Jag, maximum torque comes at just 1,900 revolutions per minute, well before the F-Type gets out of bed. Another decisive factor for the Cayman is its 7-speed PDK dual-clutch transmission, which feels far crisper and more responsive than Jaguar's conventional auto. Dispatching shifts in an instant, the $4,990 gearbox is a must for most Porsche owners, helping deliver superior 8.2 liters/100 km fuel use, which undercuts the Jag's economy. Winner, Porsche. On the road, Jaguar, a traditional front-engine, rear-wheel drive layout home to a powerful motor and tight differential makes for great fun in the F-Type. Sitting low in the driver's seat, you peer over a long bonnet dropping out of view, relying on feel through the seat and steering wheel when placing the car. It all feels reasonably natural, with weighty steering, solid body control and impressive poise when pressing on. The F-Type makes you feel good, comfortable in the knowledge that you are driving something a little bit special. Get gritty with the throttle and the tail will step out of line, though it's easily reined in with the help of stability control, keeping a loose safety net in play. Weighing at 1,594 kilograms, the F-Type's 380mm front brake discs and sliding calipers are bigger than the Porsche stoppers, but the Cayman's proper 4-piston calipers offer better bite and feel. Porsche, part of that is down to the Cayman's near 200kg weight advantage over the Jag, because those kilos work in the Porsche's favor every time you go, stop and turn. Feeling focused, firm and precise even at suburban speeds, the Cayman's chassis is almost peerless when you further explore its talents. If the Jaguar feels a little like a BMW M3, the Cayman has more in common with a McLaren, thanks to its outstanding balance, superior visibility and turbocharged engine backed by a lightning-fast transmission. Firmer than the Jaguar, the Cayman is a little rougher to live with on a daily basis. But there's a purity to its steering and chassis that the F-Type, or any car at this price, cannot match. Winner, Porsche. X Factor. Jaguar, yes, the Porsche is both faster and sharper than the F-Type. But there is more to sports cars than lap times, and few cars can match the emotional appeal of Jaguar's Contender. It looks glorious, offers a rich heritage and sits as the flagship in the British brand's range, unlike the Cayman which plays second fiddle to you-know-what. Better still, the F-Type sounds magnificent, blaring a rich tune through twin megaphone exhausts which pay tribute to the original Jaguar E-Type, full and fruity on heavy throttle applications which become pyrotechnic when you lift the throttle, rippling away like an old disciplined firing squad. Porsche, here's where the Porsche loses ground. This 718 Cayman replaces the outwardly similar 981 generation model which featured a sublime naturally aspirated engine. That 3.4-liter 6-cylinder unit was slower than the new machine, but it made up for that with the knowledge that it was the same sort of engine you find in the 911, one with a soaring redline, silken power delivery and razor-sharp throttle response missing in the 718. The new model sounds like a cross between a Subaru WRX and air-cooled VW Beetle, and there's something about four-cylinder Porsches that doesn't sit well with some purists. Cars like the front-engine 924, midship 914 and rear-engine 912 don't have anywhere near the same pull as six-cylinder cousins. While the F-Type remains desirable as ever, the Cayman's appeal is diluted by the switch to flat 4 power. Winner, Jaguar. Verdict. This is a pleasant problem to have. The privilege of spending between $150,000 and $200,000 on a two-seat performance coupe is a rare one, and many people will make up their mind purely based on style and brand preferences. Jaguar's price advantage, character-laden engine and timeless style are enough to win plenty of support. But there is a reason Porsche remains the sports car benchmark. The Cayman's superior performance and peerless balance make it the discerning driver's choice. Winner, Porsche.